everybody, Andrew here again. Welcome back to the homestead. It's been a little busy on the homestead, and with the heat and everything, the other day I tried to get some work done. So finally I got some time and decided I'm gonna do a little cleaning up. I started with the plum trees and then the peach tree, and then I moved to the bananas. Wanted to get some footage of that. By the time I finished, I realized the camera it shut off because of the heat, and it's been 98 degrees. So I switched from one camera to the other, same thing, just got a few footage and then it dies. I use my phone, same thing. It's everything just feel like they're about to burst into flame. But I did get some footage of some stuff happening. I think I missed some cool shots though, but you know, nevertheless, it's something to look at. We're not breaking any new grounds here or anything. It's just cleaning up on the homestead, and I wanted to move some plants around. I haven't gotten to that yet. I'm hoping it cool down by the time I do that. Maybe I try to get that done early in the morning, but nevertheless I put a video together, so you know, enjoy the view. It's just something to look at while you sit on the couch, right? Enjoy the view. Let me know what you think of the video, and I guess I'll see you guys in the comments. This is what I normally do with the green leaves. I don't throw them out. I shred them up with the mower. Okay, so these leaves, they're like this because I'm going to show you how I apply fresh mulch to these plants. I'm going to show you one way that I do it. Um, to me, this is just the easiest way, but do this at your own risk. That's it. I spread it out. Yeah, so that's one of the ways that I apply mulch. Yeah, I do that even with the grass. I just go around the plant. It depends on what it is. I don't do this around delicate stuff because you got to remember, this thing is shooting that grass out. It's sending it flying at a higher rate of speed. So if you have something delicate and you don't want it getting damaged, I wouldn't recommend this method. I do this around bigger trees, bigger plants like these, because that grass and whatever is in it is going at a higher rate of speed. So you send this into your delicate garden bed, and those, whatever is coming from under that deck, is just gonna cut your plants down. So sometimes I mulch it up first, then throw it with the compost, let it break down, or I could just mulch it up in the open and pick it up by hand and apply it by the trees. But as I said, with these plants, I have too many of them to do, too busy, don't have the time for all of that stuff. I just go around it. It works for the bananas just fine. So that was just this set of bananas. I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna do everything else you can see. And I have some on the other side. I'm gonna leave the rest for another time because I want to start applying some mulch today. So I'm gonna spare you the the trouble of having to watch me do all of this. Okay, so here we are, all mulched up. So I can come back, which more than likely I'm gonna come back with the rake, and I'm gonna rake some of this stuff up and put it somewhere else at another smaller plant. But it saved me a lot of time of having to pick up those leaves and bring them out to get to the street side for them to be picked up, or throwing it in the compost as it is. Be mindful how you use your mower and what you're chopping up. This is just banana leaf. There are no sticks in there, so I'm not damaging the blades or anything. So this is the next thing getting mowed, the callaloo. It's all gone to seed. I took some out the other day to get the seeds to use for next year. I might plant some of it again in a few minutes somewhere else, but for now, this area, I'm feeling like I'm gonna put the tarp down after all. So I'm gonna go ahead and mow this field down. Not too shabby. Pretty good. Now let's see if we could put some tarp down. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to actually put holes in it, but for now, let's see if we could get some tarp down. I'm not sure how hot it is today, but it is very hot. So just cooling out for a minute under the mulberry tree here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get some of that tarp that I pull up from here. I pulled some of it from here. It was still in great condition and it had a lot of holes in it, so it's gonna work perfect for what I want it for. Now I have the callaloo here. I'm gonna keep the callaloo here, but I want to put some okra down at the same time. We're gonna put the tarp down and then we'll see how we do. I want to put down all the stuff that I pull up first before I put down the new stuff. Yeah, we're gonna use the recycled tarp first because I want a good amount of callaloo. I don't know what I'm gonna put on the other side of it yet, the new side, so I'm not really worrying about putting that piece down. So I'm gonna go untangle that stuff, and hopefully there's nothing hiding in it, and then we get to laying it, right? Okay, so this is what I did with the recycled stuff. It's not perfectly straight, but I'm not worrying about it. Those are going to be good for the callaloo. I'm not even going to put down any more seed. I'm just going to put the tarp down. I'm pretty sure callaloo is going to grow right up through the holes that's there. That's going to work just fine. I was contemplating whether or not I want to put back another piece here. I am going to. I wanted to leave enough space so I could mow around these trees. But then I just remember, with all the wind we got the other day and heavy rain, you can see how it kind of knocked the pomegranate over. And now we got pomegranates hanging all over the place. There's one here. There's one more there. There's more here, and it just goes all around the tree. So that's why I didn't want to push the mower into the bush too much. I didn't want to knock them off. So I think I'm gonna end up coming along and tarping this area as well. I might leave this for last. Yeah, it's got a lot of pomegranates on it. Last year it only put out 4, and I got only 1. They just start splitting. You can see there are a lot of pomegranates here. I don't like this one. It's not sweet. That one is sweet. This is the American black. Oh yeah. Okay, so I got the other piece down right here. Now if you use a knife to cut this or a scissors, it's gonna start shredding out at the end. So you gotta kind of get something to burn it, and this is what I'm gonna use. This little hot stick here served me well. With some propane. Just put it on, screw. Nice and snug. Turn, you're gonna hear it. And then light. Oh yeah. There you go. And you control the flame right here. So I'm gonna just burn this. Let me get you closer. Got a good view? All right, here we go. Just crank it up. When you're using this, you might want to have a water hose close by, because this you might end up with a little situation on your hands. So I'm gonna go gentle, piece by piece. That might be too much flame. Turn it down a bit. And then to turn it off, you just close the valve. I gotta tell you, you gotta be careful with this thing. This is some serious flame coming out of this thing. When I'm finished with it, I always take it off. And that's just me. I'll put it back on again if I need to use it. I keep these two separate. This is hot, this might explode. So put them separate. So once it's burned, see, no shredding out, no shredding. Just gotta stretch it out a little bit, but it's not stringing out like, for instance, this right here. See that? But when I'm finished, I might have to do a little burning on this also. This is how much I got off the end so far. I'm trying not to do it, but it keep getting tangled. It kept getting tangled up, so I have to start kind of winding it up a little bit. So I'm gonna might have to burn it, or just throw it under the tarp and put the other piece over it. But it's coming along pretty good. Okay, so I've been thinking. I got some water, something to eat, so you know the hamster is turning in the wheel again. So instead of cutting this and start piecing this together, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull this piece back up right here. I'm gonna rip this up and put it right there. So I'm gonna pull it up and put it on the side over there, because all I need is a thin strip. This piece is much bigger. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna continue all of this straight down without any issues, and then we just roll it back up again. So once you get a little break, or you start, like, you know, get something to eat, get something to drink, it just gets, you know, it just gets better. So let's do it. I'm exhausted. The heat kind of drains you out. So I'm gonna do one more burn. Let's get closer again. Open it up. Hear that hissing sound? Propane. Light it. Whew, I like that sound. Sound like a distant shotgun. Shotgun in the distance. I can't leave it. It's just that I'm not comfortable doing it. I'm not, you know, I don't have a lot of experience with these things, and I'm kind of iffy about it. So I feel better separating the two. And I keep them a good distance apart. I'll keep one over there and the other one goes over here. I don't want no problems, as I said. I want no problems. This is what the gangster life is like. Roll out in my car more time, I ride my bike. So I heard some rustling in the pear tree just now, and I'm watching to see what it was, but I couldn't see anything. But look at this. This guy was in the pear tree. Can't see him, can you? There he goes. It's a black racer. That's what I was told in the past. I remember one day I was cutting this thing. There was a huge snake in it. He's in there. There he is, right here. I heard the rustling in the trees, so I thought it was the bird. But I keep hearing it, then I see the branches moving. Sure enough, there was this long thing slithering down. He wasn't even slithering, he was just falling from limb to limb, then he hit the floor and went off. I think it might be the same one that hangs out in here. Yeah, it's no bother to me. I noticed a decrease in the amount of rats, in the amount of lizards also. So, and I know they do eat some venomous snakes, so it's a good thing having them around. I'm not messing with them. They're welcome. The black snakes are welcome. This is supposed to be a dwarf Cavendish. I gave away some of those recently. Everything you see looking thin, that's because I dug up the pups from around them and gave them away. I gave away a few of these. See, we got some more coming back. This is supposed to be a Namwa. Gave away 2 of these. And this is supposed to be an ice cream. Yeah, we'll see about that. And I need to put this thing on a trellis. This is that catawab, or catwab, or cat something grape. And it's actually fruiting. Needs to go on a trellis. And here comes the water. This, I don't know what this is. We bought some of these stuff that were supposed to be plantains. This never shoot. This one never produced a single fruit, so I've been giving it water like there's no tomorrow, fertilizing like there's no tomorrow, and I noticed it's looking greener, the leaves are more perky. It's getting bigger. This is the tallest one we had so far in about 3 years. And I say it never fruit, it never got very big. I don't know if over here it's just not fertile, because this is just solid ground. I plant this one in. Everything else, like the melons, those are planted in wood chips. These used to be mounds of wood chips all over here, all along that little hill. See, it looked like a hill. That's wood chips going all the way out. Ooh, nice. This is that muscadine grape, the green one. Hey, this I took from under one of those mulberry trees that we just passed, and I put it here. It was a tiny little thing. It just grew up. What's up? What's up? I hear you. Hi. What's up? What you want? Yeah, ate already. You want more food? More food, Oreo? More food? Snow? More food? Yeah? Alright, give me a few minutes, I'll give you some more food. This is it's right there, guava. And they ate all the leaves off it. This is why I can't let them out unmonitored, unwatched, unsupervised. Oh yeah, all of that stuff. Can't let them out, otherwise they eat everything down. So I'm gonna have to take this out of here. This is not for the goats, this little flimsy fence thing. This is actually for the rabbits. It's a rabbit run. But we got the 2 pygmy goats and I dropped them in there. So when I put that guava, I wasn't expecting it to be eaten down like that. Yeah, she doesn't want to share with her, but right now there is enough for the 2, so she'll eat. Once she thinks it's gonna run out, she starts headbutting her, pushing her away. She's getting bigger. You can see the brown coming in around her neck. I'm talking about Snow right there. Before, just the other day she was all white. So they're getting bigger. When I say bigger, they're getting older. It shows they're not babies anymore. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. For now, they're just pets. See what I mean? Yeah, she doesn't want to share. She thinks the food is going too fast. She's not getting enough. So she's like, get out of here. So that's why I made this other bundle right here. But for some reason, Oreo will not leave Snow for a minute. Yeah. There it is. That's the only way I can get this one to get some of the food. So I'm not going to give them any more hay. They have hay. Something is definitely eating. This plum tree was loaded the other day. And when I come out now, I'm finding... Take a look. Let's take a look. I'm finding seeds all over the ground. There were a lot of seeds. I tried to replant some of them the other day just to see what's going to happen. But there's something, yeah, but something is definitely eating these fruits. Because there's almost nothing left. I'm going to grab this one. I don't think it's ready, but I'm grabbing it anyway, because if I don't grab it now, I might never get a fruit off it. It's not fully ready, but got a little bit of sour in the back of it. But on first bite, it's got some good flavor. Oh, the skin has the sour in it. It's the skin. Blah. I left the skin on. Tastes really good. Let me know what you think.